So it's been about a decade now since terrorism reached across our borders and took a piece of our security. They reminded Americans and the rest of the world that no matter what measures we take, we are all potential targets. America closed her borders, surrounded all civilian aircraft, and the majority of our people felt genuine fear for the first time in their lives. Our nation and the world watched as those horrible events unfolded, and the media called it one of the worst moments in American history. Unfortunately, at that same exact time, hundreds of firefighters, maybe thousands, paramedics, police officers, and emergency responders reminded us of something else. They reminded us of the strength and the courage that we as Americans have always possessed. Winston Churchill spoke to the pilots that flew in the Battle of Britain. He said, "Never have so many owed so much to so few." And I think the same can be said of the FDNY and the firefighters that responded that day. They took upon themselves the needs of a nation. With all eyes upon them, FDNY stood tall, and they stood brave, and reminded us that Americans will always answer the call, no matter the situation. We owe the FDNY an enormous debt of gratitude, reminding us that we have the strength as a country to endure and to thrive. We should thank them for uniting a country in a way that we have never seen since World War II. The love and the outpouring of emotion that was shown to the victims and the families of those that perished was overwhelming. Now, when we all go home today, we're going to watch the news, and we're going to hear about the news agencies that will talk about the 3,000 lives that were lost that day. But what I want to focus on today, though, is a different number. I want to talk about a number that no news agency has ever tried to quantify, no government agency has ever released. I want to talk about the thousands of lives saved by the emergency responders that day. Somebody estimated that number to be between 15 and 30,000 people that were saved by the heroics of the FDNY and the emergency responders that day. I want this country to, and the world, to remember that this was the single greatest rescue operation that was ever undertaken by the fire service. I want them to remember the men that affected that rescue as well. I don't want anybody to remember these guys simply because they died. I want them to remember for the heroic acts that they performed just prior to their deaths. Remember them as heroes and examples of what we should all strive to be as, and be like as Americans. So before we honor our fallen firefighters and brothers today, I want to ring out the bell for the FDNY company returning to quarters. So join me in welcoming the 343 home, the last home. In the quarters, in the arms.
City Fire Department. This will be the last call for New York City Fire Department 323. Dispatch FDNY 343. Dispatch FDNY 343. The FDNY 343 have answered their last call. They have brought honor to themselves and to the fire service through their selfless dedication to the safety of others and through the ultimate sacrifice they have made. Their presence in quarters will be forever remembered. May they rest in peace.